Today we're going to be taking a look at some of the weird, wonderful, and wrong things Americans say, as compiled on the subreddit r/word I'm not allowed to say yet because we're too early in the video. Americans say. There is no good reason why cashiers shouldn't be allowed to sit. Most of them do, right? Like, I mean, I'm pretty sure, like, whenever you go, like, Sainsbury's or, like, Aldi or whatever, they are sat there, like, scanning things through. In America, are they stood up? Oh, yes, let's promote laziness and pay people who want to be lazy more money. I mean, there is just no reason why cashiers shouldn't be allowed to sit. It doesn't impair their ability to do their job, does it? Have you ever had to stand in one place for hours on end? It's horrible. It's bloody horrible. I used to have to do it. European colonial history in 6 words. Is that yours? It's mine now. Have they just, like, censored Neil deGrasse Tyson's Twitter username? Americans would never do this. We save nations, not destroy them. I have some news for you, my friends. Did you know everything in British grocery stores is tax-free? The price you pay at the cashier is the price you see on the ticket. It's amazing. That's such a weird thing about going to America. It's the only country I think I've ever been to that doesn't put tax onto the price. You have to, like, mentally work out how much something actually is. But no, we do pay tax over here. It is just included in the price of the item, as it should be. Like, you should know how much you are paying for something without having to do, like, loads of mental maths. All the Americans wanting to move to Europe don't. Why would I want to move to Europe of all places? Zero freedom. What do you think freedom means, man? Like, what do you think it means? That's the spirit. Can someone tell me why British grocery stores sell this dangerous candy if it's illegal almost everywhere? I'm so confused. I don't think it is. It's a European chocolate, right? Kinder. I think it's German. Am I right in saying it's German? Italian. Kinder's Italian. Where are Kinder eggs banned? Kinder eggs are banned in the United States, but legal in other countries like Canada and Mexico. I think that's the only country they're banned in, right? Oh, Chile as well. Apparently, they're banned in Chile. Kinder Surprise eggs are banned in the US because of safety concerns related to having a non-nutritive object like a plastic capsule inside a confectionery product. How big are your children's mouths if they're just going to a Kinder egg? At that point, it's just natural selection, I'm afraid to say. Actually, this is a comment on a picture of Margot Robbie as Barbie. I don't like that on press tour she's using her Aussie accent as if to let others know she's a good actress or something because her American English sounds fine. I mean, she probably uses her Aussie accent because she's from Australia and she's not acting as Barbie in the press tours, is she? Is she here on a working visa? I don't know. Does she even have a visa at all? I think she should be deported. She lives and works in... What do you mean, is she here on a working visa? How does that relate to any of them? Why is that important? Why do you need to know what category of visa she has? She lives and works in Hollywood, and that's where she gets her massive income from. Drop the accent, yeah. You get a lot of your income from Hollywood. Stop speaking in your silly Aussie accent. Start speaking American, like everyone else. Is Lionel Messi a bigger sports brand than Michael Jordan? Discuss. That's actually quite debatable because, I mean, NBA is basically very big in the US, not as big everywhere else, whereas football is big in most countries in the world. However, Michael Jordan has the Jordan brand. And if you talk about sports brands, I'd say Michael Jordan's bigger. Honestly, that's my opinion. I'm a massive football fan. I think Lionel Messi is the best player to ever play the sport. But I think Michael Jordan's sports brand is just, it's bigger than Messi's. Michael Jordan is known worldwide, yeah, I totally agree with that, to be honest. Nobody in America, South America, or Asia will have heard of Lionel Messi. Yeah, no one in South America, you know, in countries like Argentina will have heard of Lionel Messi. No one. He's only famous in Europe. I mean, that's just wrong. That's just wrong. I don't know what this is in reply to, but agreed. I identify as a German American as I was raised in a German American household celebrating German traditions. Just because I'm only 6.25% German doesn't mean I'm going to deny how important it is to me. You're not German if you're 6.25% German. Hello, which traditions did you celebrate? Do you speak German in your house? We eat German food such as breakfast and German pasta. What the fucking German pasta? When you say breakfast, you eat sausages. We also go to German heritage events to celebrate our heritage. These are our traditions. We can speak some German, but not fluent yet. I don't trust anyone that actually uses WhatsApp, lol. So anyone outside the USA. It is weird that Americans don't use WhatsApp, but literally the entire world does. I don't know, WhatsApp's I like WhatsApp. Yep, haha. I mean, it's kind of wrong, though, to make assumption, but it's true. Most people who use WhatsApp are usually foreigners who don't want to pay for a Verizon or T-Mobile or Sprint phone plan. Why would someone outside of the US pay for a US phone plan? Also, what does that have to do with using WhatsApp? Which I don't understand. Like, I'm not going to get WhatsApp to talk to you. Just pay for your phone service like a normal person. Yeah, but WhatsApp you can use on your computer. You can speak to people. It's a good communication platform. It's great. You can like direct message people who don't have iPhone. It's a great messaging app. And why would someone pay for a phone service just to talk to you while WhatsApp is free? You know that WhatsApp, among other apps, is the norm in the rest of the world, right? Well, not in America. I mean, yeah, they're right. It isn't the norm in America. I predict that it will be soon, though, because it is a really good app. The NFL is more largely watched than the EPL. They might not be wrong, because the population in America is higher, but there are more people worldwide that watch the Premier League. Okay, right. Average NFL viewership 2023. Okay. So, the average television viewership of a regular season NFL game in 2023 was 17.9 million. Okay, right, let's have a look at the Premier League. Okay, apparently the Premier League is watched by, I mean, I don't know how reliable this is, but apparently I mean, it's hard to get. I'm not going to say any numbers because it's hard to get these. But I've got the NBC stats, which is like the American audience, which in the 23-24 league season, it was over 500,000 viewers per match in the US. I can't find... what's the UK viewership? I have no idea. But I wouldn't put it past it, you know, like that. The US is a big country. Come on, man. What universe do you live in where this is true? Okay, here we go. All right, okay, right. They're using the same stats I just pulled out. Average NFL viewership per game is 17.4 million. EPL's is 546K, 380 games compared to NFL's 272. I mean, you're just going off US viewership numbers. Yes, but the reason the EPL is given this title is because of possible viewers, not actual viewers. That 546K is just US viewership on US channels, not global. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I can't find any stats for global viewership, but I don't know. It might be higher. But the average game, I don't know. Are more than 17.4 million people tuning into Nottingham Forest versus West Ham? I don't know. Why all the communist cities look the same? Paris, Amsterdam, Barcelona, Rio de Janeiro, etc. I honestly wonder what Americans think communism is. Because they just call everyone a communist who isn't, like, very right-wing, don't they? None of these cities are anywhere close to being communist. Okay, this is obvious. This is obvious, mate. American castle, which inspired the Europeans, is fucking Harry Potter land at Universal Studios. POV, your first time in America and you hear this. Okay, so I think this is like one of those hang bar games where you got to, like, hang for a minute.
1 minute is a goal. 60 seconds. 1 American minute.
American minute? What? Is he gonna try and like scam him here? Be like, oh no, 60, you know, that's not an American minute. American minute is like, you know, however long it takes you to fall.
American minutes. I think so. I think
Sorry, what? Wait.
American minutes. I think so.
They're not. That would cause chaos. What do you mean American minutes are different to rest of... Where did you hear that?
I think European ones like 100 seconds.
Where on earth did you hear that? European minutes have 100 seconds. How would that work? How on earth would that work?
Am I right? Like the metric system.
Like the metric system. The metric system doesn't apply to time. Trying to recreate going out for a nice coffee when you get back from Europe. Except Europe doesn't have nice coffee. It's all mixed with grains like wheat. Tastes like garbage. Grains like wheat. I mean, I don't drink coffee, but I don't think we mix coffee with grains and wheat. Public transportation is another word for communism. God bless America. God bless America for not letting those commies make transportation easier. God bless America. I do like America. I think America is a wonderful place to visit, but my God, some of the people there are just like, they don't understand the meaning of words or what is good for them. The thing is, I love New York because the public transportation is great. One of the main reasons why I absolutely despise LA, other than the fact it is LA, is the fact that there is no public transportation system. There's buses, but if you go on a bus in LA, like, you're probably going to die. I always found it weird how Americans have like this sort of stigma attached to buses, because here in the UK it's just like kind of how a lot of people get around. Like most people get around on buses at one point or another. But in America it's kind of like looked down upon. Now I understand why. They're used by terrifying people. Welcome to Biden's America. This is England. UK culture is influenced by America. So I mean it's a little bit, but not really. It's more like American consumer goods that influence the UK, not America's politics, so to say. You can try to deny it with your British accent. Okay, so basically you can thank Bidenomics for the downfall of the UK. I don't even know what that means. Wait, what? Steak has 21 grams of protein per gram. 21 grams per gram. What? Mushrooms, even this one, have between 0 to 4 grams per gram. How exactly do you imagine 1 gram of beef contains 21 grams of protein? He maybe means kilo or 100 grams? I don't think he means per gram. I don't think Europause... I don't think Europause have many restaurants, lol. They can't really comprehend the idea of bulk grocery stores. There are so many restaurants in Europe. So many restaurants. As an American, can I identify as Celtic/Scottish based on Ancestry? Hi there, I recently did a deep dive on my DNA and Ancestry, sending my raw DNA data to multiple ancestral DNA analyst sites. I found out that 75% of my ancestry is Celtic. All my ancestors going back to the Neolithic period all the way up to 1650 come from England, Ireland, and mostly Scotland. I got very into it and did a lot of research about the Celtic clans my ancestors belong to. I don't think that means you can identify as... I mean, you're going back about like 400 years. Coming home to American comforts after living in Europe. Ice on demand. We do have fridges like that. They're just like not... They're just not common. I'd love to have an ice fridge though. That's like my goal. Like whenever I went around people's houses and they had an ice fridge, I was like, oh, you are moneyed. You are up. Your parents are up, my friend. So I'd love to have one of those and a corner sofa. That'd be great. AC. Yeah, to be fair, like AC is fucking great. It is a thing in like southern European countries, but here in England, it's not really a thing, and it should be. I've got a big unit in my room for when it's summer because it gets so hot in this room, and wearing the mask, I just cannot record when it's so hot. So I do have like a portable AC in this room, but man, it gets so hot in this country now. Like, I'm surprised a lot of new homes don't have AC. Plush carpeted floors, we do have those as well. Driving normal sized cars. American cars are unnecessarily massive for some reason. Soft towels, we have soft towels as well. Space, yeah, there's a lack of space in a lot of Europe. But to be fair, in America there is as well. Like if you go to New York City, there's a lack of space. If you go out to the countryside in England, there's plenty of space. When you buy a car from a police auction and you find this bullshit, they would have found that. The police would have found that. That's bullshit. You're lying. $12 American. No, the pound is stronger than the dollar. That's a lot of money. That's a hell of a lot of money. Like 20 quid is about... It's about $27, I think. Something like that. I'm going to check my maths. Okay, 26. I was close. Do people realise that not everything can be transported by train? Some people don't like trains or are scared, of them. Choo-choo! Did I scare some of you there? I personally love to travel by car. What do you mean you're scared of trains? Go up. Americans, after they meet you, almost half of the world's population is America, so make it make sense. I mean, it's not. You feel so dumb in Europe as an American. The problem with being American in a country like Europe, I mean, that's not a great place to start when you're complaining about feeling stupid. I can't believe people in Europe are paying up to 30% tax. Does the US not pay that? I need to fucking move to the US if you lot are paying less than 30% tax. Fuck it out. Whoa, get me my visa now, please. I pay 47% happily because I live in free healthcare for all, I believe. Nah, fuck that. I want less than 30% tax. It's football, not soccer. The fuck is soccer? You're calling it football because I show speed. Not one single person before I show speed said football. Sorry, what? Ancestral memory. Have you ever experienced ancestral/genetic memory? What is this, Assassin's Creed? I had an experience with flying into Japan and watching the sun rising, and suddenly I had the overwhelming feeling that I was home. I'm a 4th generation Japanese American, and with some of my great-grandparents being born in America and have never felt any connection to the motherland until that moment. It was the strangest feeling ever. I didn't know what to call it. Wasn't sure if it was something anyone else ever experienced. Has anyone felt something similar? Ancestral memory. I think you might just be a bit happy to be on holiday, you know? It's just a British... Nah, but American In-Betweeners is better. I think you need to leave. You need to leave now. American In-Betweeners is better. Have you ever actually watched American In-Betweeners? It's absolutely dreadful. It's fucking dire. I know because I've watched the whole thing. Like and subscribe or I will subject you to watching the In-Betweeners USA. All of it. Non-stop. Just every single episode back to back. I'll make you do it if you don't like and subscribe.